Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to Twist and Shout. And of course, I'm Shar. And today I'm going to talk about a subject that you don't really see many videos talk about in general as a way to try to help and guide you towards a direction. I mean, a lot of people, they do their Bible reviewing videos and they say, well, I prefer this and this is why I prefer that. But I want to try to be as unbiased as possible. Which, if you watch my videos previously about my Bibles, then you should already know. But yeah, so I decided to, do this. All right, so y'all know I have a ton of Bibles, right? Like I have a lot. And I made a rant video not too long ago about how I was feeling overwhelmed. And then I sat down and sat back and I was like, you know what? Let me think about why I ended up with this particular Bible and what purpose should it serve versus feeling overwhelmed to just be perfect all of a sudden. So there you have it. And plus dealing with, being sick and being home more can kind of, do something to your mind. But anyway, let's talk about the Bibles that I have, right? So I'm a big fan of Inspired Bibles, which is kind of obvious. So I started out with this one. This is the Flex card stock flats. It moves, and this is one that you don't see too many people with this one, and I would like to believe for more than one reason. One, because I'm just thinking how I would think. My first response was, ooh, it's light in color, so I was like, I don't want to get it dirty. But then when I actually got it, I realized that it's off-white and it has like this kind of lamination type thing going on, so you can easily clean this. I just want to put that out there in case somebody was wondering. Also, it's flexible, which is something that a lot of people are big on, especially if you are a Bible toting Christian, meaning that you don't just put it on the shelf, like you actually carry it around your house. You may read in your bedroom, on your couch, on your job, in your car, at church. This would be good for you, which is why I like it, because right away was good for me because I was taking it in my bedroom and you can like fold it. You can, move it around pretty well. And I've had this for a couple years, so it definitely has held up to me, like, going around. I even had it in my purse at one point in time. I had it in my car, like I said, my bedroom. So that might be of interest to you, the fact that it can go like this. Now, a lot of people are super duper scared of the glue bind because glue wears off. But I have not a page come out of place or anything, but I would say that I'm more so on a more delicate side when it comes to dealing with my Bibles. It wasn't until recently that I really got into like heavy hardcore journaling where I may do a tip in or something, or and even the few that I've done, I actually remove them because I'm like, oh, that's kind of heavy on my page. So you want to be careful, of course, but I do recommend this to someone who is, you're not the type to just sit in one spot and be like, I'm Bible journaling. Like, you may take it around your house, you may take it outside your house. So I think this is a good look. I probably wouldn't get this for a child because children are a little more complex than we are. But for me and what I've done, it's been working fine. I did get this one because I discovered a re-love for the original one. And this was online for like 10 bucks. And it was like, why not? And it was listed as used, but nothing was in here. Everything that's in here, I done. I tabbed it myself. And this is the Flex cover. This is not leather. I don't know if it's listed as leather. Let me see. It may be in here. But it's not leather. It says Silky Leather Light Vintage Blue Cream. So this is what this one is. So it has like this silky feeling, kind of like a car seat. I don't know how else to say it, but it works because also it's easily to clean. Like, it would not hold a stain. And like I said, it's flexible as well. So this may be your choice because you can do this is a little, as you can see, it doesn't quite, I don't know, maybe because I haven't been using it like that, but it bends, but it almost feel some type of way when you try to fold it. So this one doesn't fold like that one. But as far as like long lasting, obviously this one will probably outlast that one for sure. So if that's a matter to you, then obviously you know which one to get. All right, so let's go to hardcover. No two hardcovers are created equal, I can tell you that. This one right here, I would say probably in my entire stash is the most sturdy one that I have. And you know what? Normally hardcovers are, depend on what they look like too. Because that's what I discover is that a lot of people say, well, we think of hardcover or leather, you think of like the bland, dark blue, black, brown, but Bible journaling and stuff has come a long way. So you do not have to worry about that. Like whatever color you're thinking, you probably can find it. I do think they need to do a little bit better, make a little versatility, because it seems like a lot of companies are grasping the fact that a lot of people are note takers in Bible journaling, but they keep going to the blue. And it's like, we are more than blue. Can I get a yellow? Can I get an orange? You know, so, you know, and one thing I did discover too, it seems like to me, like the UK and Canada are more lenient towards creating Bibles of like versatility versus over here, it's kind of like in a box. But anyway, I got this Bible because obviously it's purple and it's hard, but it has like the leather type texture hardcover. So it's a little different. It's not just the, like this hardcover, like this is an actual regular book hardcover, which is my least favorite, but the tabs make a difference. But this feels like a book, like just a regular textbook, which I never was a fan of at all. Like I was the type to get the book covers and wraps, which is the advantage of having this, because this is ever changing. You can literally buy a cover for this. You can put like, I have a cloth book cover. Hold on a second. This is the red one that I actually took off the Inspire Prayer Bible. And I went in a Goodwill and I actually found this one. So I replaced it, and same thing. This one was just like a little smaller, but obviously they scratched. So I put this one on, which I keep looking at it and I'm like, I don't know. Cause I'm met with these colors here, which is why I had the red on. And I'm gonna show you on camera, as a matter of fact. Like this is what this one looks like. It's just real flower and pretty, which is not bad, but I don't know. Like some days I'm looking at like, okay, that's cool. And then other days I'm looking like, nah, I think I kind of missed the red. So this is what this one looks like. And they can easily come off because it's cloth, which like I said, hardcover is where it's at sometimes because you can change it. But I do like this gold. But what I was finding that on a wood texture, as you can see, it's scuffed, which isn't horrible, but the idea is to keep the Bible as long as you can. So I ran across, well, I had these, I don't know why they were here, but I had two. I had a pink one and a red one. The pink one is somewhere, I don't know. Maybe it'll turn up someday. But this red one was perfect for this one, which like I said, I'll probably just put it back on here because it kind of brighten up the flowers and stuff on it. So let me just put this one back on so you guys can see very quickly. But again, I bought it because of the gold, obviously, or I could have just got the leather, which I wish I did because how this one is scratching up. And obviously, now the only reason why I didn't, because I seen the one bad review, and sometimes that's all it takes, y'all, that people that are buying the leather one of this one, the Inspire gold letters are fading off. And that's kind of messed up because you want your Bible to stay in the same condition that you buy it for as long as you can. But we're talking about people that have it for like a couple weeks and the letter and the Inspire letters are rubbing off. Pretty much kind of like these Bible tabs. There are gold by Mr. Penn, which I wrote them, complaining like, hey, well, I wrote them because the two tabs were printed upside down, but also the gold is rubbing off. And that's kind of making me upset because you can't read it anymore once the gold is gone. But as you can see, the red just looks better, right? I'm gonna keep the red on. But it depends on what you want and how you feel about things. I would say to start off, you definitely want to go small then up. Like the Inspired Prayer, as you can see, is wider than, let me hold them side by side. It's a little larger. And a lot of people, you know, their issue is, I don't want a big Bible. So this one here, I don't see myself taking it out the house like that. Like, it's not huge, but it's big enough. Like, it's thick, it's wide. It's not longer than the others, but it is wider, like longer going that way. But I love them, but I don't see myself taking that one out the house. But I have taken this one out a lot. I've taken this one out, you know. This one I haven't had a chance to take out the house yet, but again, the beauty about this one is, which I might do here in the future, is there's this woman in sight, Mama Boucle, that makes covers, cloth covers. I'm gonna be trying to save and probably put it on here. I don't know, I have been kind of undecided because this one definitely needs a makeover. Like, I don't really like the bland part of this. I actually want to give this one away, but me and my daughter have the exact same one, and she's just like, no. So I can't give it away. But that's hardcover. This is hardcover, but obviously this one is way prettier. It has a design on it, and you can find those that look like that. And then I got this one for the purpose that it was plain black and I could, you know, do something myself. So I put stickers on it and kind of gave it a personality. And this is the plain hardcover that we're used to, like the Pew Bible that people really don't like and they're not a fan of. But the beauty on this is you can change it. Like, you can put something on it. You can put stickers. People paint them, which is something that I'm kind of thinking about as well. Not quite sure yet because I'm not that good at stuff like that, but I would definitely like to learn. So I just want to show some love and kind of give you an idea about, you know, what you might want. And just, if you can think it, it's probably created. That's what I learned too, because initially I'm like, I want a purple Bible. Purple's my favorite color. And when you type in purple Bible comes up. So you have eBay, you have Amazon, you have Lifeway, you have Dayspring, you have the actual publisher websites like Thomas Nelson, you have christianbooks.com. The list just goes on. You got Google, like, just put it in Google. Now, obviously a lot of people tend to gravitate towards like Christian books, because one, you get good sales and deals, or Amazon that has the good shipping or fast shipping. So if you're like me, you don't like waiting, you're like, I just need this. And the good thing about eBay is it gives you options based on price range, style, texture, feel, where it's coming from, and how long it's going to take. And that kind of helps me too. So there you go. So like I said, I hope, you know, you've seen something that will kind of help you pick your right Bible first, because y'all see with me, it was a lot of second guessing myself and a lot of things that kind of kept me from, you know, like originally when I first got into this, I had this one what got me into it. And I'm like, wow, Bible can come in color and different styles and translations. But then it went to like, okay, I need a backup. I want a different version. And I stumbled across this one, but I was stubborn. I'm like, I don't want to spend $50 on a Bible. It's $50 when it first dropped. And I got this one instead, because this was on sale on the site for $12 with the coupon I had. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I got it. I'm like, okay, I do love it. I started coloring it and stuff, you know, and I'm like, okay, this lets me know that I am into this style. I like taking notes and I like coloring. I always love coloring, and it's kind of helps me with my anxiety and stuff. Now, I would say this, coming from the Inspire to Inspire praise and prayer, the artwork gets more complex and gets more plenty. And it kind of can overwhelm you because you're like, there's a whole lot of pages to color, but you have to think long term. Like, what Bible would you not mind having and holding on to for a long time? Because these colorings, they do take a while. Like, I did something really simple the other day. I think I was in this one. And it took me a hot minute. Maybe because I was trying to be within my lines and stuff. But I was like, what? I think I did this one. And it's like, it took a while. So it's definitely enough to keep you busy and to keep you going. So don't get discouraged thinking like, oh, I'm gonna run out of things to do. I disagree with that completely. But again, hopefully this helps you realize what it is that you want out of your Bible as far as size and everything. Most of the journey Bibles are the same size, with the exception of the illustration, which is really big. And people, I think everybody agrees that, let me show you that one, that one doesn't go out the house. Like, that's, everybody's in agreement. This is this one. This was gifted to me, and Now, I would say it's not as big as I thought, but it's huge. But let me show you. You have plenty of space and opportunity for growth, and I like that. So it's been a journey for sure. Like, look at it. I got space and opportunity to add more things. Like, I'm not just limited to. And this helps when you get like bulk stickers and stuff where you're like, where in the world is that gonna go? It can go in here. So as you can see, it's nothing but space and opportunity. And I love that about that. So when I'm ready to just let loose, I pull that one out. Again, that one does not leave the house. I don't take it to church. It is big. Trying to think if that's it. Okay, so that's all the different styles and textures, like I said, that I have. Oh, I did get this for Christmas for my sister. This is the, you know, old school Bible cover. This is just a really pretty version. This is also an alternative to someone who say, well, let's just say that I do like the Inspired Bible, but I'm not really a fan of the outside. This actually does fit in here, and you can have it open, and, you know, that way it's kind of serve as a protection too. If you did want to take it out the house, that's another way where you can actually make it last longer or protect it. These hold up pretty well. So that's another option. They still sell these. Ollie's has a whole lot of them. You can go to Christian websites. They still have them. I would say the beautiful ones are definitely in Ollie's. Like, I went in there yesterday and they had a whole ton of different pinks and colors and flowers that was really pretty. So look into that and see if that's up your alley and see if that's something you're interested in too. And again, there's this young lady who makes custom cloth ones. They're a little on the pricey side. They're like 50, 60 bucks, but they're beautiful. You can customize them, and most people that I've seen with them, they had it for a long time and you can wash them. So what's not to like about that? But, oh, and I got one more Bible, two more Bible textures. Let me just show you guys really quickly so you guys can see. So just hold on just a second.